Hey everybody, I want to talk today about magnetic separation or dirt separation in a hydronic system. Water quality is a huge issue when it comes to these high efficiency appliances. It's not something that we had to worry about for years and years. If you're in a heating market, you live and work in a market where there's a lot of hydronic or boiler systems, you probably are familiar with the term water quality and its importance, but maybe you haven't worked with any components that address the issues that water quality can bring to a hydronic system. So let's start today real quick, just going over one component that I think is probably going to be familiar to some people. You're going to see a lot more coming in the future. First things first, we've got an old heating system here that was gravity at one time. There was no pumps that were on the system originally. So they're great big huge coal boiler. Pipes are all they're pitched back to the boiler up to the heat emitters, which were giant cast iron radiators. And you've got this big steel piping with cast iron fittings. Now, when you put water in steel piping, the oxygen in the water create an electrolyte and it wants to corrode with piping. That's fine with those old boilers. That old coal boiler never was going to be an issue in a million years. Now, a million years later, we're putting in these super high efficient boilers. They're very susceptible to poor water quality conditions, and we're still utilizing this old piping, so we need to address that with what's called a dirt or magnetic separator. And so I'm going to move over here. We get past into the boiler room now. We've got our high efficiency boiler. We've got now modern piping is going to be typically copper. We see some PEX on some systems, but with your high temperature stuff, you're going to still see the copper piping. Copper is great because it's non-corrosive, so our water quality is less of an issue with copper piping, but we're still dealing with this old steel stuff. So you can see this asbestos wrap stuff. 3-inch, 2.5. We've got supplies, returns. We've got cast iron radiators throughout the entire house. And so we've got an issue with water quality when it comes to oxygen in the water and just the corrosion that it can be caused from the steel piping. Right around the corner here, I've got what's called a magnetic dirt separator. I'm going to show you how that works and really just demonstrate it. It's a really simple device. I'm gonna have to suck in the gun here to get down in there. It's really tight. So apologize having to turn my back to the camera, but hopefully you can see in here. So this is a magnetic dirt separator. It's made by a company called Caleffi. It's an all brass device. It's got a magnet down the center of it. And it's also got this magnetic ring on the outside that has multiple magnets in it. The reason why this is so cool is you can see the iron pipe thread in and out of it. That's fine. The steel piping in a heating system like this isn't going to corrode or cause too much problems over time. It'll last many, many years. But the old piping and the cast iron radiators throughout the system already have about 100 years worth of what's called iron oxide buildup. It's just the dissolved metals from the cast iron and from the steel piping. This device is going to protect and capture that metal that's in the system circulating through in the water. It's going to capture it in here and protect the boiler by separating it out of the water and keeping it from depositing in the boiler.